guys, welcome back. We're starting the 9-5 notes on solving quadratic equations by completing the square. Where are we completing the square? Again, 9-5 on complete the square. So go ahead and print the notes or copy down the notes and let's get started. Question number 1. So write that down. V squared minus 20v minus 21 equals 0. So we just talked about the song, so let's look at the steps. The first step says move C to the right. This is A, B, and C. The last term, that constant, is your C. We need to move it to the other side. So let me use a different color here. So I'm going to draw my line. I'm going to move Mr. Positive 20, I'm going to add 21 to both sides. Draw my line, cool. V squared comes down, minus 20v. And now I have 21 on the other side. Notice I left a blank. That blank's important. You need to have a blank there because we are going to complete something because we made something not complete. We put a blank spot here. This technique is called complete the square. So we're going to have to be creative about completing what should go here to make the rest of this question easy. So 0 plus 21 on the other side is just 21. How do we complete this square? How do we find out what number goes here to make this side easy? Well, let's go back to our steps. Move C to the right, done. Middle number, divide. What do we divide by? Well, we take that middle number, negative 20, and we divide by 2. By the way, you always divide by 2, okay? So you're going to divide by 2. What is negative 20 divided by 2? If you said negative 10, I concur. Negative 20 divided by 2 is negative 10. I need space to do the question here, so I move that over. So negative 20 divided by 2 is negative 10. Now, let's see the next part of our song. Move C to the right, middle number, divide. Square it. Square it. What the heck does that mean? Square it. Let's see. We're going to take that number we just got and square it. Add that number to both sides. Well, what is negative 10 squared? Well, a negative times a negative is you said it, positive. 10 times 10 is 100. So we need to add 100 to both sides. So what have we done? We move C to the right, middle number, divide. Always divide by 2. Square it. Add that number to both sides. Remember, you have 2 sides. Let's look. Move C to the right, middle number, divide. Square it. Add it to both sides. Factor. Oh, we've seen that one before. Let's see what we got. This side, we have v squared minus 20v plus 100. What's on this side? What is 100 plus 21? 121. Okay, so here we go. Move C to the right, middle number, divide, square it. Add that number to both sides. Factor. You need to factor this side. Can you think of 2 numbers that multiply to give you 100 and the same 2 numbers add to give you 20, but not just any 20, a negative 20? Who is it? Well, first of all, it has to be a negative and a negative. And definitely a V and a V. Thinking of 2 numbers that multiply to give me 100 that add to give me that negative 20. Has to be negative 10 and negative 10. So let's check. Negative times a negative is a positive. 10 times 10 is 100. Negative 10 and another negative 10. Well, let's see. If I'm at negative 10 and I go back 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I am at that negative 20. So, wow, I have 2 of the same things. You should always have two of the exact same things. This should always be doubled. And we know that we're welcome to write that as a square if we want. If you're thinking, wait a minute, I know how to take care of that. That was in our lesson for square roots, solving by square roots. Well, let's go back to our song. Move C to the right, middle number divide, square it, add that number to both sides, factor, yep, you got it, right, solve it right. Right now we need to take the square root of both sides. Just like from here down is section 9.3 that you've already learned. So those cancel. We have b minus 10 equals plus or minus. Do you know what the square root of 121 is? Is it a perfect square? Yes, it is. It's 11. And now we solve it right. V minus 10 can be positive 11. V minus 10 could be negative 11. And then we solve each. We solve it right. One of my answers, one of my zeros, one of my solutions is positive 21. And the other one is, you got to be careful on this one, a number line might be helpful. So we have negative 11 go forward 10. Negative 11 go forward 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Negative 1. Now, are there easier techniques to get these same two numbers? You betcha. But you need to practice with complete the square. Okay, so problem number 1 down. Go to the next video for problem number 2.